you sports world. It is meant to be comedic and informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their schools, or all black people. There may be some cuss words and some cultural words. If that bothers you, move along. If you're young, please seek permission before watching any further. If you at work, make sure you got your earbuds in. Don't blame us if you get fired. Thank you. The Outspoken Show.
And P.S. Don't be so damn sensitive.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. We Rick flaring on her. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. Jack, we Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. To the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. We Rick flaring on her. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her. We Rick flaring on her, flaring on her.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Face. Yeah. Bubba C. Yeah. Rick flaring on them. Rick flaring on them. Rick flaring on them. Rick flaring, son up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, we back. Appreciate you for reaching out. I'm like, hey, it's Outspoken. A lot changed. Granted, the concept we still hosting. Giving you the fix you need when on the screen. The veteran, Captain Petty, giving you medicine. Come tap in. You know Scott gon' do what he do. Might not want to hear it, but here go the hard truth. Perry about the numbers. Regret if you're not fact-based. When you run your lane, the numbers seem like a statue. Wait. Hey, Scotty, man, I'm not feeling it. I don't think the people feeling it. Let me get in my bag a little bit, just showing what this Outspoken really about to be like. Outspoken, this is more than conjecture. These days they land people lost. So glad that we got our own. Hunger insatiable, made for you if you say you objective. Hard truth offering, no offense, just perspective. Come get your dosage and go with me. We spit it like poetry. The pivot was pivotal. Could rhyme here, but I'd rather not. Some say Scotty, some call him Scott. The best one since Stewart. If you know, then That's how Perry me. Breaking down the game for what it was, no apologies. This my hypothesis, you tune in, you like watching it. It's common sense, obvious, competent, rugged, and confident. Hey, we outspoken. We outspoken. We outspoken. This is outspoken, and we gon' put on a show, even if we hear you say I can't stay. It's outspoken.
Hey, backpack. I think we got another one. They think we can do it, but we still here.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty back with another one, man. You already know this. Happy Monday! Woo! I just made it back just in time, man. I had to run up the stairs, man. Not as spry as I used to be. You know what I'm saying? Not as young and spry as I used to be. But listen, you already know what it is, man. It's a Monday show. Hey, season's counting down, man. It was a good run. But I got to do the show with my brother from another. Get on my boy, Perry White. What's up, P? Oh, shit.
What's wrong with you?
Man, I was running up and I was trying to go down the steps, get my hat, come back, run up. So I'm a little winded.
Oh, you have to test it. See, everybody out here getting challenged on these podcasts and stuff. You can't be getting winded. I mean, we it's gonna put us back. They're gonna be talking about it.
Yeah, listen. If they man, if they want to try us in the game of spades, I'm down with that. Yeah. How you play though? How you play though?
What you mean?
Like Joker, deuce, Joker, deuce, ace high. How you play your spades, man?
I play Joker, deuce.
Oh, see, that's why you my partner. I like the way you do business, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So if any podcasters out there want to challenge us to a friendly game of spades.
You can play dominoes. Can you play dominoes?
I'm not, I'm one of those, you know how you ask people like, you play spades or do you play spades, right?
I play spades.
Yeah, I
stand up, talk shit. I might lick the card and smack you down like
you do a little too now. I might put it on my forehead and be like, that's set book. That's set book right here.
Hey.
Lick the card is that's some yeah.
Back dope.
I'm listen, man. With dominoes, I'll be just trying to get my points. Like I'm like 10, 15. They be like, man, if he got 20, I got 15. That's
not one of the ones it take all day to count the damn dominoes.
No. I do.
Okay. How you hold yours? You hold yours like this, or you set them down on the hey, all right. Reverse hands. Reverse, you know what I'm saying? So that's me, you know, I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? I look like I know how to play, but I really don't be doing nothing. I don't be doing. I ain't gonna check. You give me on that domino table, I'll be like, who will we challenge out there in this space though? Like who will we go against? Who do you want to go against?
First of all, I'll take on all comers. No Diddy. Okay. I'll take on all comers. No Diddy. Who would I challenge? If I'm being honest, I don't think anybody from Fox News is black enough for me. If I'm being honest, like nobody from Fox News is black enough for me. So I don't get spades vibes from Fox News, right? So they out. I'll challenge somebody from Nightly. I'll challenge the crew from Nightly. You know, they get their best too. You know, step up to the board. I'll challenge them. I think G and J Max. I think that'd be. Now I don't know how good they are, but that would be a very, very interesting game. That I just with G, with J, me, you, like I think that'd be
a lot of shit talking and nigga being said. Just yeah.
That from the Hill podcast, I maybe they a little sedity, but
little bougie on it.
Bougie on there.
We can't talk shit with them. We got to play an honorable game of spades.
You be like, I have 7 in a possible. Oh, man. I'll go board.
Yeah, you got to go and do it the right way with them.
And so, they a little sedity, but I think they probably can play. Who else? Let me think. Who else in the space? Dang, I can't.
Well, we're gonna play Dr. Cavill in the crew.
Hell no. Oh no, I don't know that. Oh no. Now I'll play like from the ONG Strike Zone, Kelvin. I think Kelvin and whoever he brings, I think he'll be good. I don't know if Brian can play space. He don't look like somebody know how to play space. Dr. Cavill probably does play space, but again, he too sedity. Like he be like, that fraction or that possibility of a. So that means you have all the cards. I ain't got time for all that.
He gonna be like, I'm about to school you, young bucks.
Yeah. Nah, he's not even that. He be like, listen here, young man. Okay, you thought you had me. Okay, you thought you had me. You didn't have me. You never had your card.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Coach's Corner, I play all of them, all the old heads. I play all the old heads. Coach Cole, Coach.
Hey,
Coach.
we just gonna get Rocky drunk and Coach Cole we can sneak him off a topic. We can play mind games with him. We just gonna talk. Just bring up them NFL guys being coaches, okay? We got it. He gonna be out there just reneging and everything. We gonna get it.
All discombobulated.
Yeah, we gonna play a mind game with Coach Cole. Yeah.
Give him some NFL cards.
Yeah. Be like, Coach, how you feel about these guys? No coaching experience, being head coaches.
He ain't watching the board no more. He just out there throwing.
Yeah, we got it.
He's out there throwing stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, let me see. Trey. Oh man, Trey and Tremaine. That would be.
You talking about playing the coaches?
Yeah, that would be.
I'm gonna need a couple drinks at that table.
That would be epic. That would be epic. No, that would really be good.
For sure, both them.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Maybe Chris Dishman. He look like he got some good shit talking.
He look like he be talking. He talk his shit. Like he do talk his stuff. Who else?
Mickey Jones look like he'll talk.
Hey, Mickey will get with you. Okay, yeah. You can't trust Hampton. Hampton might be.
Hampton have been reneged on us or something. We gotta watch.
Hey, Hampton, that was a renege. Ain't nobody reneging, so you just hating it. You're like, hey, whoa, calm down. Calm down, but you know what I'm saying? So, Deshaun Jackson would probably be good to play space with.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he got like a cool, chill type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, cuz, come on now, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think Vic probably plays. Well, I know he can play some space. He spent some time at a place where they had nothing to do but play some cards and dominoes. So I think Vic probably be pretty good at spades too.
Yeah. I think it'll be. We should have a spades, a YouTube space tournament. That'd be dope. A YouTuber space, a podcaster space tournament. That'd be fire.
Is either against the other podcasters or is against the coaches? Throw some ADs in there if they
down. I think that'd be great. That would that'd be a great event. That would be a great event. They should do that for the Celebration Bowl, like an event before the Celebration Bowl.
I can see Ashley Robinson talking some shit. Yeah,
that would be a great event.
I can see him talking some shit. Who else?
Who else? AD Bryant. I think AD Bryant.
He'll talk shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I don't know.
He a competitor. Who else? Let me think.
Reggie Theus look like he'll talk some shit and drink with you.
He might. He might.
Oh, he give Rick Fox vibes.
Yeah, he give me Rick Fox vibes. Too cool for school. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is beneath a light-skinned man like myself. You know what I'm saying? One of those. Just give me one of those. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know any. You think Roman? People say as bad as Roman Banks is as AD, he's a really good person. He's a really good person. So maybe they said he's really cool to hang with. So Roman Banks, spades, would you?
Gonna get his ass with fucking with us. Hey,
listen, man.
What you eat?
Homemade hamburger helper. Yeah, my wife don't do the box stuff, so it's good too. That should be hitting. I can't even lie to you.
Yeah, we need to do a little off-season spades at one of these tournaments or something. Basketball tournament.
Ain't nobody watching basketball. Let's go ahead put that spades tournament together.
The SWAC spades tournament.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shoot. Swacking a spades. Spades and swacking. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. That's a dope idea. I really like that. All right, let's get to a little hot and viral. Now, listen, I would have been on here a whole 30 minutes, but it felt like hot news was just dropping every 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And I'm like, damn. It was, yeah. Okay, so, of course, you know, Hampton, one of the cousins, got their head coach. Now, if you do not know who Van Malone is, little backstory, he did apply for the job when FAMU was open. He applied then. To me, I think this is a perfect fit. Now, I don't know coaching philosophy-wise if it's a culture fit. I just think that I think both of these schools don't have any expectations from one another. I don't think you have any expectations for Van Malone. I don't have any expectation of Hampton. I think this is the perfect match made in heaven, right? It's like, if it works, cool. If it don't, who really cares, right? Like, I'm being so serious. Like, I know people think I'm trying to be funny, but I really believe outside of Hamptonians, nobody gives a damn, right? Like, realistically, like, hey, whatever. Now, I've heard from some old MEAC alums that they're like, man, Hampton used to be that team, like they would beat you down, like physically just. And I don't know if they will bring that back in the CAA, nor do I know if Van Malone is either a world-renowned recruiter, a world-renowned coach, or anything of the sort to bring them back to prominence within the CAA. So I think this is more of a wait and see. If I gave this a grade, I would give it a C, because I just think it's just we'll have to wait and see type of thing. What you got, Pete?
Well, you know, he is a former NFL guy playing for the Detroit Lions and in Arizona. He's a journeyman in the college football world. So, you know, when we talk about coaches that have experience, he got his first coaching experience on the collegiate level at North Dakota State. He's been all around the place. You're talking about from Western Michigan, North Texas, Texas A&M, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, Mississippi State. So, you know, he's coming in from Kansas State from being the passing game coordinator as well as the assistant football coach, assistant head coach. So, I mean, with the experience he had, we talk about these types of coaches, right? There are coaches out there who are journeymen when it comes to the game of football. And what does it look like to give these guys a shot at this level? Now, this is typically the conundrum you find when you get the guy that comes, as we say, quote unquote, from the big school who comes down to the small school. I always have this topic of discussion with people. Nick Saban, and as great as he is, right, and as great as he was at Alabama and LSU, right?
Yeah.
With all of the resources, could Nick Saban do that at an HBCU without those resources?
That's a good point.
And I'm not comparing him to Nick Saban, but what I'm saying is, it's a lot of times these guys find it hard when you drop down, when you've accustomed to all of pretty much whatever you need right there in front of you, right? You don't get a lot of no's. You'll get a lot of, hey, we're going to try to make this work.
We'll see how it goes. Yep.
On this level, you get a lot of no's, and you got, is every coach said this weekend, from Chennisberry to Tremaine Jackson, get it out the mud.
We get out the mud.
Hey,
I did it with proud chest.
That's tough for a lot of guys to have to get it out the mud. Ed Reed saw it instantly, didn't he? He was like, hey,
he said they not even cleaning my office. God damn, I can't get a new rug. Oh, I can't do this. This is
so sometimes that's what comes with the job. Remember, Willie Simmons was talking to us about this and saying, man, hey, it's problems all across the board. You got to really want this. So that's the thing about it with him taking over a Hampton program, because although the CAA in the grand scheme of FCS is, you know, it ain't blowing the roof off the thing, but at the end of the day, it's tough for an HBCU to compete in that conference, as we've seen with Hampton and North Carolina A&T. So he's got some work to do. But I remember the days of the Joe Taylor Hampton teams. The Pirates were tough, and it's been a while since we've seen the
That
Pirates
version.
be what they were. And you know nothing because you haven't seen it since you've been in the space.
Mm-mm.
You know, so it's a foreign thing to you, but can he get them on track? And my question to you, what does on track look like for Hampton in the area that they're in? And when you talk about recruiting and getting this program where they can compete on a FCS level, because that's really what they're competing for, being in the CAA.
Listen, it's this. I think that Hampton and NCAT are literally in the same boat, swimming in different directions, but they should be going and say their whole mantra should be this: we should beat the blacks, right? Shout out to AT Roy. You got to beat the blacks, and you got to beat your bottom feeders of the CAA, right? Your lower level. Maybe I don't know if that's Brian. I don't really know the CAA. Let me look at these. Let me see the CAA football standings. But gotta be able to beat the lower level CAA teams. All right. So let me see. I mean, including Hampton, they at the bottom. So okay. So Bryant, UAlbany, Campbell, like those are the teams you gotta beat. Like you gotta beat those, right? So let's say you beat UAlbany, Bryant, Campbell. That's 3 wins right there.
Oh, and
you probably gonna schedule 2 black teams, so you should at least be going 5 and 6. Like to me, I think a great year for Van Malone is 500 or 5 and 6. If you get 5 wins, including beating all the black schools and then beating the lower level CAA schools, you're in contention alone. Like I can live with that. And I think that's the same thing for NCAT. Like if you get to a 5 and 6, a 6 and 6, you know what I'm saying? I mean, 5 and 7, 6 and 6, something like that. I think that's a great year for you because I think that's where they're at.
What does this hire say though? Like you just see this hire. What is this hire to you? If you had to say a direction for the football program, does this hire say conference championship over? Does this hire say deep into the FCS playoff? Does this hire look like maybe contention for an FCS national championship? Like, what is this hire? Or is this hire good enough to beat the black teams?
I don't want to disrespect Van Malone because I do not know him, right? So to me, just based off the hire alone with you give this guy no head coaching experience and he's walking into the CAA at an HBCU, I'm giving it an N. Because again, you do not know how he's going to translate to working at an HBCU. You don't know you don't know the identity of Van Malone. Yes, he's a defensive guy, but you don't know what his staff's going to look like. You don't know what any of this is going to look like. So to me, I think I would have preferred them to go a D2 that like a white D2 coach that has had great experience in the FCS playoffs, or trying to find an assistant within a high level program within FCS, but they decided to go the Power 4 route. He's never been a head coach. He's a journeyman, so now he gets his opportunity to be a head coach. Congratulations to him.
You don't give him the grace as you give Deshaun Jackson and Michael Vick, being a former NFL guy himself.
Oh, hell no.
Why? Why? Because he don't have the flair?
He don't have the flair. Like now, I think he does better than Vic because he's been a coach longer, right? So he knows what it looks like to recruit, deal with college kids and stuff like that. But there's no flair to this. There's no like, oh my God, there's none of that with this hire, right? So I
really didn't know who he was until they hired him.
You see what I'm saying? So again, I think Hampton's one of those. I think Hampton's they were in a situation to where it's like, we got to find a guy. And he applied. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, you want it? All right, cool. We'll take it. And I think that's where they're at right now. So
what does that area of recruiting look like for Hampton, though?
It's a thoroughbred. It's thoroughbred recruiting. It really is. But can you translate it to wins within the CAA? Now, somebody put in the chat that Villanova and William and Mary are leaving next year. So that opens up a gap in space that, can bring that can allow NCAT and Hampton to make some jumps and make some improvements in their record. But this is a true wait and see type of situation. I won't say it's a bad hire. I can't say it's a great hire. I just think that it's a hire and they filled the spot. Like they checked the box and they got a coach. Like that's all I can give you on that one. So I don't wish ill for Van Malone. I don't wish ill for Hampton. You know what I'm saying? I wish ill for
unimpressed.
No, because it is. It just is. You know what I'm saying? So
Very much.
I still root for the downfall of NCAT just because of Roy. That's just how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't root for Hampton's downfall. Hampton's like the cousin that people just forget about. You're like, oh yeah, he is our cousin, isn't he? You're like, oh yeah, he is.
I like Hampton from afar too. I really do.
Yeah.
So, you know.
We'll see.
And where would their fan base be behind all this? You know what I mean?
Listen, man, I don't think Hampton people say they care. They don't give a damn. They just want to be Howard. As long as they be Howard, you know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, a win's a win. A win is a win is a win. As long as they be Hampton and as long as they be Howard and Norfolk, they straight.
Yeah.
They straight. That's all they care about. That's all they care about. So it is what it is. All right, next up on Hot and Viral. Man, it just keeps getting better. All right, Auburn is expected to hire Howard head coach Larry Scott as his tight ends coach, sources tell CBS Sports. Before Howard, Scott was tight ends coach at Florida, coach Kyle Pitts. Prior to that, he was the offensive coordinator at Tennessee and tight ends coach at Miami. Perry, what are your thoughts about good old Howard?
I know one thing. If anybody had Kyle Pitts this past week in fantasy football,
winning.
Oh my God.
Winning. Winning. Okay? Winning.
He single-handedly, it's playoff times in fantasy football. He single-handedly by himself with his points knocked guys out. So, but this is interesting. Maybe this was, he's seen his share of football at Howard, right? He's taking him to a Celebration Bowl. It's kind of like, he's kind of plateaued out. Maybe he can sense that. Like, hey, now's the time. I'm about to go. This seems right. And that's just what it seems like to me. Maybe this looks like I've plateaued out. I don't think we can get up anymore, especially looking at the change in landscape of the conference with Deshaun Jackson coming in, Chennis Berry still having success, Trey Oliver having success. And I don't think it's him scared of it, but then the money as well, the opportunity. For a lot of these guys, once they get into that next level of that world, it ain't no coming back, right? Well, from a guy at Hampton, he came back into the world, right?
Yeah.
I think this is a tremendous opportunity for him, though, at Auburn. Auburn is trying to build something, and obviously he has some great relationships out there to be able to get this job. So congratulations to him. And I think this is one of those he's plateaued out at Howard. I mean, it is what it is. He probably sees the program and say, man, we can't go any further than this.
Listen, man, it's the same thing I said about Willie Simmons going to Duke. It's not a problem. It ain't a hassle going up and making $500,000 to tell Bama to run through the 3-hole, okay? And
how much you think the tight ends coach making at Auburn?
$500,000.
Oh, yeah, take that.
Yeah. To not deal with the headaches of Howard and the bouginess and the lack of resources. Come on, man. Like, what are we talking about? Let me ask you this. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Let me ask you this, Pete. How coveted is this Howard job? I don't think Howard's a good job. I really don't. Like, people can say whatever they want. I don't think Howard is a good job. I think it's like, and please, Howard alums, I know you guys' network go deep. Please do not take this personally because they can shut some shit down at Howard, okay? Howard is like football-wise. Football. Let me be very, very football-wise. Howard is like the welfare version of Notre Dame. Like, it doesn't have the prestige, but it has all the requirements, right? Like, you got to be smart. You got to do it like this. It has to be this way. It has so much restriction on getting kids in, but they don't have the winning pedigree of a Notre Dame. So it's like the welfare version of that. So I don't know if this job is as coveted as people might look at just for football. I'm not talking about Howard. Howard is a great brand, okay? Howard is a lovely school. Cost a lot of money. Very good school. Very great network. Football, the welfare version of Notre Dame. But go ahead. What you got, Pete?
All right, stick with me here. I'm finna say something crazy. You know how you did the other day about Africa?
Yeah.
Bear with me here. I don't think it is a covenant job where somebody's beating down the door, but it is a job for opportunity. I think Hampton's program has probably looked like this while that coach took the job. But just tell me what you think here. if you Howard, do you do everything in your power to get Jay Walker to be your head coach?
I think you do. I think you do because of he ignites the fan base of what you are. I don't think he takes it because the job he does now is just too easy.
But I'm just nobody fits the mold better to me than that embodies Howard and have had the success and know the game. Because remember, Eddie Robinson was in this position. Eddie Robinson was a television guy calling games and doing this thing, and ultimately took the job at Alabama State. So I'm just saying, you know, if the university comes crying, well, let's say comes calling to it's great, Jay Walker, do you do everything in your power to say, Jay, now is the time, we need you? This is an opportunity. The fact of where the conference is going, Jay Walker, will you take this job? I mean, and for me, it just seems like a good fit. I don't know, but it just seems like a fit. Jay knows this. He knows the game.
Yeah, I don't think you take it though. Like I see people in the comments are saying, no, you know, listen, Jay Walker has a very cushy gig. And you say it all the time, P. He just has to show up on media day, ask what you like on your chicken, what hot sauce, what blazer you wearing, you know what I'm saying?
But now he's gonna be on the other side of that.
Where the party at? I'm not mad at Antoine Bethea. I'm not mad at that. I'm really not. I'm not mad at that at all. I think that would be a great hire, Antoine Bethea. My issue with, I just don't think this is a very coveted job.
It's not.
Like, it's not, because you have all the headaches of having the brand of being Howard with all the restriction, literally. And you're in a Spirit Airlines stadium. Have you sat in them seats? Them seats are, the seats are as old as Howard.
I don't think a lot of people have gone to Howard for football games. Even homecoming there, from what I've heard, it has nothing to do with football.
Nothing. It is the entertainment industry. Okay, it is a reunion of entertainment.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like, so I wouldn't be mad at LaShawn McCoy. I'm Howard. You ain't got to pay me a lot of money. You remember that? You remember that?
He did ask for the job, didn't he?
I'm saying. LaShawn McCoy, listen, Howard, you ain't got to pay me a lot of money.
You know, it goes back to what I was asking about Hampton. What does it seem? Where do they want to go? Howard, where do they want to go with this? You know, when you look at the program, are they invested into that program? Is this something you see this program going somewhere? Like, I don't know.
I don't know, man. If I'm being honest, I can't speak on that. Maybe Erica can on just the Howard experience overall. But for me, I don't think the job is good. That's just what it is. I don't think it's a good job. Like,
is this a job you think like a Matt Leone would take from North Carolina Central?
I think no. I would say no. I think if there's a job that Alvin Parker should get, is this one. I don't think Alvin Parker is a great fit for everybody. I think he's a great fit for Howard because
he has doctor in front of his name.
That is number one. Okay. That is number one. That never hurts. Right? That's number one. And then number two, I think the way he's built his teams, I think it fits. I really believe that it fits.
Fred McNair?
No. Hell no.
What about your boy? That's the defensive coordinator at Jackson State.
What? Who? Where?
At Jackson State, the defensive coordinator.
I don't know if I take that job. I don't know if I take that job. Listen. It's a very touch and go job. I don't think it's as coveted as people want to make it out to seem. That's all. That's my whole thing. But listen,
I mean, if you were Howard, put yourself in that position, right? Understanding the culture there. What will your direction be going when it comes to Howard? Would it be, let's get us an FCS coach, let's get us an NFL guy too, or if you were in that position, Scotty, where would you go with this Howard program?
I would, if I was the AD, I'm going to get Dr. Alvin Parker. I really am. He's my top choice. Him or Maurice Flowers. Those are my top choices. But really, Dr. Alvin Parker would be my number one choice. And the reason I say that is because Howard is not a style type of school. If you get you understand what I'm saying? Like, FAMU is a style. South Carolina State is a style. Like, they have a brand of how they play football. I don't think Howard has a style on how they play football. So I think Dr. Alvin Parker getting in there and bringing that run the ball, beat it down your throat, no diddy, hard-nosed, hard-charging football, I think that is a great thing for Howard. I really do, because it gives him an identity and it allows him to build it the right way. And I think it'd be I'm not a big fan of Dr. Alvin Parker's offense because I just don't like how it's done. But I think he would be a perfect fit for Howard because he gives them an identity day one. Day one, he gives them an identity.
I'm going to keep pushing this crazy Jay Walker. Nobody embodies the program better than Jay. I think Jay can coach some Howard football, too. It'd be interesting to hear him at Media Day. That's some wild stuff, though. Would that be wild if you just heard that all of a sudden? Jay Walker being the next head coach at Howard?
That would, but I don't see it happening. His job is just too cushy. His job is just too cushy. I mean, you got Ted White, you got Hamilton. You know what I'm saying?
Ted
like
White.
They all should get calls. I mean, they all should get calls. I know I would call KJ Black. Like, I would reach out to anybody to see what it is, because if I took a job from Howard, Howard has to convince me that they care about football, that it's not just lip service, that they truly care and they have because if you're getting $70,000 from kids, what them student fees look like? Okay, how much is that is going to football? Come on, man. Like, I get it. You're Howard. You're this big national brand. Nobody's taking anything away from that. But goddamn, if you're charging kids $70,000 to go to your school, what the student fees look like? Can we get a piece of that? NIL at Howard should not be a problem.
What is Howard paying for a head coach these days? What was he making?
He probably, it's private, so you don't really know, but he was probably making about 400, 350. No, I'm lying. Oh, I'm lying. I'm sorry. He's probably making like 275, maybe 315.
All right. So now looking at this, what about staff? I've never really paid attention to the makeup of Howard's staff and thinking about the salary. But if you building something, now what are we looking at in terms of staff from coordinator down from there?
I don't think there's enough success. I don't think there's enough success to just elevate somebody and say, we like what you were doing. The person that they should have elevated was Brennan Marion when he was at Howard.
I'm talking about salaries.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I
was talking about salaries.
So paying people?
Yeah, the coordinators, so you was telling me how much the ballpark of the head coach.
Oh, I couldn't tell you. It's all private.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's they're a private school. I can't. It's not a public situation to where I can just pull it and say, oh, they're making this. I couldn't do that. I think for what it is, I think they get paid pretty well. It's Howard. I would hope so, right? But again, I think the point of this at the crux of it, I know people are going to laugh. I still think you should call LaShawn McCoy. I really do. I really do think you should call LaShawn McCoy. Like, I know he said the Howard and Hampton thing. I get it. But I think that should be a call. But I think they should definitely. I think Dr. Alvin Parker should be your number one guy. Real talk. That would be my number one candidate. So, Howard's facility is terrible. See,
and they behind the 8 ball right now. You going into the Christmas break. He makes this choice, so.
And it's got to be fast, bro. Like, that's the great point, P. He really set y'all up for failure because early signing day is come and gone. So those kids are allowed to, if I'm not mistaken, I believe those kids are allowed to jump in the portal. I mean, or leave because of the coach leaving or whatever. So I do believe if they have an NLI, National Letter of Intent, I think they're able to get out of that. If I'm not mistaken, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not the all being knowing person, but I think he really put Howard in a very compromising position because they have to turn around and hire a guy now, like within a week or two, they got to go get a guy.
Because it ain't going to be no team to go meet with when guys are going home for the Christmas break.
So, I mean, literally, you got to get a guy in there within the next week or two. Because, again, this is not a 2-portal window like it's been in years past. You got to get in. You got to get in there early, and you got to start recruiting now as well as when the portal opens on January 2nd. You know what I'm saying? So, that's to me, that's why I think somebody said he should hire Cozy. That's funny. That's why I think you got to go with a sure bet of a Dr. Alvin Parker. Why? Because he can take a lot of the kids that he already got at Virginia Union with him or Henry Frazier from Virginia State. I think that would be a great hire as well. I think Henry Frazier from Virginia State would be a great hire, but my top choice would be Dr. Alvin Parker. That would be my top choice. All right. Next up, I told you. Oh. Here you go. Erica. You know what? Hey, listen. Erica, I want you to jump on this link. I really want to hear your opinion about Howard. I'm sorry, because we don't know much about Howard. Erica, if you could jump on this link, please and thank you. Only Erica. I don't need the rest of you Bamas jumping on this link. Erica, jump on the link. Love to hear your thoughts. I know you're not going to give us all of everything, but I would love to hear your thoughts on Howard in the direction that you feel they should go. We all know you. We all know you a money maker and you're a power shaker, but just let us know in the general aspects of where you like to go when you jump on.
What was your vibe like at Howard when you went, and not necessarily? It's just being around. You know, when you in the stands, you can tell when people next to you are true football fans. You know what I mean?
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie to you. When they played that NCCU game, I really enjoyed it. They got them cowbells. Oh, I love it. See, I like shit like that, man. Because that to me, it takes me back to like high school. Like there was a whole group of fans, like a whole section. Nah, you can just use the link, Erica. You can just use the link. You don't gotta call in. You can just use the link right here.
Somebody said Dawson Odoms. What you think?
Not a bad choice.
Okay. Go back to your story. I'm sorry. When I saw that, I had to say that because that's my dog.
I make a call, right? So, but it was like a group of moms and aunties and uncles, and they had these cowbells, and they were. I was like, hell yeah, like, and they was just cheering the whole game. I love stuff. To me, I love stuff like that. That's football, right? I really enjoyed that game. I really did. Other than the seats being tighter than a virgin's butt cheeks, listen, bro, them seats was tight, bro. I'm talking about like the reserve $50 seats. I was like this. My knees felt like Spirit Airlines.
That's how they get that UAPB in them black seats that they want you. People thinking they doing something, man. You ain't doing nothing them tight ass seats.
All right, we'll move on. And if Erica jumps in, I'll get back to the higher question, but let's go on to Quinn Gray. Quinn Gray makes his formal announcement that he is leaving Albany State. Presumably, am I saying that right? Presumably, he is headed to FAMU.
This is all right. Let me get this straight.
Go ahead. He's
doing like the kids doing the transfer portal these days. He's saying, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. After the success that he's had.
Yeah.
And it's assumed that right now for him to do that is most likely the writing is on the wall is going to be Florida A&M.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be Florida A&M.
So at this point, they're basically finalizing the deal behind it.
Yeah, they're probably announcing a little bit. All right, here's Erica's on his right here. Erica.
What's going on, Scotty? How you doing?
Boy, you ain't Erica. Why you gotta be like that? I can see. I hate Bama's. Erica, thank you. Bama's over here trying to God, dog, niggas, man.
You got, Scotty. That was a good one.
She's too happy. She is too happy.
Hi, y'all.
What's up, E?
You been praying for this or something?
Yes, I have.
Oh, well, tell us about it, Erica.
I knew something might be up when I didn't hear about a renewal, because we usually announce renewals. But he did sign the class, but we do usually announce renewals. So that's why I was like, I don't know. But I had no advance warning of this. So people that thought I did not. But I'm very excited. I'm super happy. Howard fans know in our very private channels that I have advocated for a change since Celebration Bowl year.
Dang.
And I pulled up the stats and I said, in what working professional world does this resume represent a good work product?
I like that. Because I say that all the time. I'm like, if you worked a regular job and you was not good, you don't get a chance to get a buyout and all these other, you suck, you go home. Like, it's very simple, right? But Erica, let me ask you this. LaShawn McCoy. Is there any?
Don't ask me, no.
Okay.
Don't ask me.
Okay, moving
Don't
on from
ask
that.
about him or don't ask about no coach.
Don't ask about any coach, because I'm not, I'm a Howard girl. I'm not going to tell you.
You don't like Jay Walker?
Jay Walker should stay in the booth.
Oh, okay.
I think he's fine in the booth.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I gotta ask this. All right, so I'm a Southern guy. As a Southern guy, I understand what Southern fans and how they feel about it's all about the championships here and the culture and everything about it is you want a winner. When you come to Southern, you can sense what it is that we want. For Howard, what is it that you guys want? If you can speak on it, what is it? Is it a consistent program, or are we just happy to win homecoming and beat Hampton and have a so-so season, or is it simply all about championships?
I think getting a taste of the Celebration Bowl has people like, we want to get back to that. And it was very clear that that team that he had that year was probably one of the most talented teams we've had since Ted White. Truly. I think if you look at Howard Athletics as a whole, every program is rocking and rolling except for this one. They are the weak link. Even men's soccer is winning now. They haven't been winning in years, but that is the only HBCU Division I national championship team ever. So just putting that out there. But every program is rocking and rolling except for this one. And it is really hard to justify continuing on in a trajectory that doesn't seem to be going up. When men's basketball is fantastic, women's basketball, soccer, track and field, swimming, golf, diving, lacrosse doing okay. It goes on and on. We're getting MEAC championships or runners up or whatever, and all volleyball and all of these sports.
Except football.
Now, my question is Howard committed to elevating football? Like, is it full steam ahead to saying, hey, we know what we want. We want to get back to the Celebration Bowl. We're willing to do whatever. Because come on, Erica, that Howard network is real now. You make a couple phone calls, NIL money is dropping like checks on a stripper.
The NIL money for basketball is insane. People think I'm like waxing poetic about that. Like, we had enough to keep Blake Harper. People thought I was joking. I was not joking. We had enough to keep him. But Big East ball versus MEAC ball, that was the decision, right?
Yeah.
But I think with now a clear turning point in the program where and kudos to Larry Scott. After Ron Prince left, after they fired him, the program was in shambles. He left this program better than he found it.
That's fair.
Mike London built up a winning program in 3 years, and Ron Prince killed it in 1. And Larry Scott built a foundation that I think another coach now could elevate us.
Boy, that sound like Cozy, Perry. That sound like Cozy.
I don't think
Really,
that ass won't. I don't know what they want at Howard, man. It's it sounds like it's gonna get a little.
I'm telling you, I'll say this: it's not easy. The academics matter.
I told you.
We have to have guys that could get into med school and law school. Period.
Vanderbilt is finding success.
You know how long that's been?
But it took a while, right?
I'm just saying, Vanderbilt. Hey,
I told you. Knock off.
But
who fits that? Does Dr. Alvin Parker fit that then?
I'm not going to comment.
She's not going to talk about coaches.
I'm just saying the dynamic. I'm saying that some of the dynamics are difficult, but if you get a guy that's energized and wants to be at Howard, that's the thing. Sometimes I wasn't quite sure our previous coach wanted to be there. And that energy translates. I want a guy that's all in and has some energy. You put some energy into that hire, get someone that's energetic, young, can move. I don't think it'll be hard to mobilize the fan base and the money. The Football Alumni Network is ready to drop a bag on someone they like.
So you're going to drop all these bags, but like you just put to me, you're going to have these restrictions because you're talking about, Scotty said all the time, I want to go somewhere where I don't have no restrictions. Just let me go recruit who I want to recruit, bring them in, make it do what it do. It don't sound like it's going to be that easy at Howard. So even if you drop the bag on somebody, you just can't go recruit the talent around that's good. You got to recruit the talent that's smart and good, which a lot of football coaches don't like to go in.
And a lot of HBCUs don't move like that because, you're talking about a Notre Dame style to where we have to recruit nationally because of the requirements of the school. It has to go more national. Again,
you got to get in.
DMV is a great ground for football. Virginia, Maryland, Baltimore, all that. It's a great ground. But again, do you have the academics to get your butt in? It's a kicker.
And I don't think we want to win if we can't do it that way. And I think that's like non-negotiable. The kids got to be good in both spaces.
Because the transfer portal, cats ain't sticking around saying, I'm trying to graduate from Howard in 4 years. Cats like, I'm coming to Howard for an opportunity for a year, and then we'll see where it goes. So that's the part where
some of these
they're not
kids,
necessarily looking to come for 4 years at Howard if it don't present.
Parents are in my DMs right now saying, my child, this is a 40-year decision for him. I'm going to stay. So I just think the foundation is there to make this thing go, but the hire has to be right. You guys know we have an interim president right now, who was our former president. He's probably most of our favorite president. We love him. We call him money bags.
Like your AD? Do y'all like y'all AD? Honestly,
no. I thought Erica liked. I thought you liked the AD, Erica.
No, I'm asking.
I mean, he's successful. He's probably the most successful AD in Howard history.
So you trust him to make a good decision for the next hire? Like,
I've only seen him make one bad hiring decision. Ron Prince.
And he fixed it with Larry. I mean, you got to give Larry Scott credit for getting them to a Celebration Bowl. You got to give him credit for that. My question is, how quickly is this turnaround? Because he's got to hit the ground running now to get this, because it got to get sealed before January. It just has to.
I mean, the clock is ticking. I got a couple of resumes I'm gonna send. I'm sure they got some people that have reached out. So I've had 5 coaches reach out to me today.
So to Scotty's initial point, is this a big brand of football that someone will want to get behind, or is this just a brand of football to build to become big? What is this right now?
You mean for a coach?
For the Howard football program, because you had the spotlight for the Celebration Bowl, but now where you at today, what is this in the national? When you hear this name, this Howard University, does this turn heads like, hey, That's a job I think I can take. That's a job I think people will want.
If you knew how many people how many coaches come up to me last Celebration Bowl and this Celebration Bowl asking about this job. People want to come. They do.
You buying that, Scotty?
It's an interesting challenge.
Listen, I'll say it like this, right? If you see a pretty girl, every dude gonna want to hit. Like, I mean, that's just what it is, right? If she a pretty, like, guys want to hit. Like, she's pretty. Oh, she's pretty, right? Now, how pretty? I don't know. That's the thing with Howard. How pretty is she? I don't know.
We're gonna see.
We shall. I mean, listen. Does Howard have all the things in place to get it? I think it does, right? You have the money, you have the network. Like he said, like, if my son got offered by Howard a full ride, nigga, you're not going nowhere else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you straight for the rest of your life if you graduate from Howard. So I get it, but the thing is does that translate to football? And that part about it is I do not know.
We don't know. We've seen flashes of it. Mike London did a lot with a little.
That's fair. That's fair.
Honestly, he's after that 2018 season, I think it was, 2017 season, like, we was on a high. I think we were second in the MEAC in 2017. Like, it was like, oh, that Celebration Bowl game, we might could go. To me, I really am grateful for everything Larry Scott did. I'm just happy to be turning the page. Okay. And the way my president is right now, I feel like he feels unrestricted in his ability to make decisions
because of his success.
The second round.
Okay. Do y'all have the behind the scenes political stuff like FAMU and Southern, where although he is the AD, at the end of the day, we all know somebody else pulling the strings. You know, we have that at Southern.
It's not
that as well.
It's not really like that.
Okay.
And like how y'all's board of trustees is all in on the stuff. No, that is. We trust our guys below to make those decisions. But I think the attitude I feel my president has right now is one of, let's be bold. I'm here for a second go round. We about to push this thing even further. And in his State of the University address, he addressed athletics and facilities, wanting to do $1 billion campaign to redo facilities.
Hey, listen. Now you're talking. Now how we're talking. If Howard,
he's never mentioned it before, so the fact that he came back in, and within a month of coming back in, said, "I want to raise $1 billion, and a good portion of that is going to redo Burr and Green."
Yeah, because them seats is about as old as Martin Luther King, man.
Those seats that you were sitting in were new, and we're asking them to get rid of them. We just want to sit on the bleacher, like it's more comfortable.
Some things ridiculous. But
just think about that. Within 1 month, he said, "I'm gonna raise $1 billion, and part of that money is gonna go to Burr and Green."
I love that.
Never in life have we had a president say anything like that.
Let me ask you this, E, before we let you go. Is there any? Perry might have a question, so I'm not. And we appreciate you jumping on, giving us the Howard insight. Is there any possibility of a celebrity? Not in it. Is there any possibility?
I don't know.
Okay.
I actually don't know.
Okay.
Not even being like shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think.
Would you be open to it outside of LaShawn?
You know how I feel about him. That made me so mad. Like, don't do that, buddy. A name would have to float for me to consider it because I can't think of one off the top.
Okay. You got any last questions?
I just think Howard is just in it's like a voided part of space. Like, it almost seems like,
how much do you know
but we really don't know what it is we want. Like, I can see, but I don't know what I see. It's like, because that's what I'm hearing. It's like I'm tiptoeing, but I don't know. But we really want to be this, but we don't know we really want to do this. It's like the girl, like you say, to your reference, Scotty. She really want to take that chance to come over to the house, but she nervous to come over to the house. Howard sound like they want to come over, but they nervous to come over. So it's like they got to psych themselves up. They got to kind of give a pep talk, like, go on over there. But I shouldn't go over there. That's not right. That's where y'all sound right now.
I just want to know, like, how much do you know about Howard? I think that's like the grounding foundational space, because I can't give you much because we're not like a forthcoming group of people about business. So I think that's the best way I can, like, how you can watch a board of trustees meeting for them. Like, you won't. It's like the
Illuminati.
Can't do it.
And that's why I think it's on the outside looking in. It's like it's a question mark, and it's a big one, because it's like we don't understand Howard. Like most programs, when it comes to athletics, it ain't got nothing to do with the school. It's athletics. If it's football, you know exactly what they want out of football. If it's basketball, you know. But it's like Howard, I don't know. That's the part.
Let me tell you, when President Frederick hired our athletic director, he said, "I'm tired of losing. Make all the teams win." And what did he do? All the teams are winning, except for this one.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a little bit of success. That 23 season could have easily been an 8-3 season with some of those very close losses out of conference. But this is, for me, for my AD, this is the last piece of the puzzle. Everything else is up. This is
what's up?
Can Howard be successful with in your football opinion, can they be successful with the restrictions consistently as a program and not just a team every other year? But can somebody come in there, especially with this transfer portal, because they're asking guys for academics? We know in the world today, guys are looking for the bag and not necessarily the academics.
To me, go ahead, E.
I think we can. Honestly, we had the pieces this year. We did. They were on the bench. And part of my issue with the coaching was, why aren't you playing the best guys? And this is where the consternation from the crowd and the fan base was like, we go to practices. We see what it's looking like. Why is he out?
That type of situation.
Yes.
We dealt with it. You ain't got Dooley. We did us like that at Southern with the quarterback position, right? So we understood, hey, we watching this guy play, but it got to be something why you're not letting another guy play.
The fact that Jalen Tolbert is starting at Alcorn is a problem to me. He should be starting at Howard.
That's fair. I'll say this. I think, to answer your question, P, with the money that Howard is capable of getting, because it's a different level. It's just a different level of income. It's just a different level of this income.
Like when people say Alabama is not necessarily an academic school, but they can put a lot of money behind athletics. But if you look at Harvard and Yale, like, you know, these schools' endowments and the money that they can get is through the roof. But when you look at the academics necessarily, the athletics, it ain't like they funding this billions of dollars into football, in which they could.
Yeah, of course, because again, some of the best players are not always the smartest, and that's just not how they get down. That's just what it is. You get what I'm saying?
And that's why I guess I'm saying.
But no. But in the MEAC, we ain't talking about the SEC. We ain't talking about Big Ten. We ain't talking about Pac-12. For the MEAC, yes, they are capable because they can outpay anybody. So if you're telling me that if you're telling me if I got a choice between NCCU, South Carolina State, and Howard's dropping the bag, Howard's going to win every time because they got the bigger bag.
And then you're going to get a 4-year degree that earns you 6 figures when you graduate.
It's Howard, and they are Jordan school. There's a lot of things leaning towards Howard being good. Listen, now, are they taking kids around the facilities? Probably not. Okay, probably driving them and dropping them off at different alums, business places, or in DC.
We've made a lot of renovations. It's a lot of renovations. They look nice.
The stadium looks like my high school stadium in Montgomery County.
About the stadium, I'm talking about in Burr.
I'm talking about the stadium where they play. Okay, it looked like Montgomery County, John F. Kennedy. Okay, Montgomery Blair. I've been a Blake. It looked like Blake. All right,
Springbrook.
Springbrook. Yeah, it looked like Springbrook, Seneca Valley. Goddamn, right? So that there's aspects I think that Howard. But when I say it, when I was there when I saw E, I said I love the environment that they have created.
My cowbell's right over here.
Man, I love them. I love them damn things, man. They click. I love it. The lights, all of it, right? They have the engagement that you're looking for. They just have to have the product that makes them even more engaged. And I think that if they get this hire right, I would love Howard to get a celebrity, because if you add that Howard brand to a celebrity, oh my God, it's through the roof. It's through the roof, right? But again, winning cures all. You just gotta find a guy. So,
this is the last piece of our athletic puzzle. So I'm praying, y'all.
Hey, E, whenever you guys make the hire, I know you're gonna probably talk about it on Nightly. Would love to have you back to discuss your thoughts and your feelings about it. All right, E?
All right, thank you.
All right. Appreciate you. All right. Hey, that Howard network different, dog. I'm trying to tell you, that Howard network different.
You can't. I'm not sold though. I'm not sold on the fact that the network is different. I'm just not sold that the network give a fuck, and that's just where I'm at. Because if it gave a fuck with the network that they have, it would have been that. Like, tell me if I'm lying or not. But if that's what it's been, why now all of a sudden, if the network has been connected, all this money been pooled around, why hasn't it been trying to make that? And that's why I'm like, I don't know if that's, to me, I don't know what Howard wants, because if you wanted it, you could have been there. And what happened after? Why didn't it come together even more after the Celebration Bowl to say, all right, we went to the Celebration Bowl. Here's the campaign to elevate us to the next level. If this guy left the program better than where it was, I don't know.
Because we're energized now.
Now, why now is what I'm saying.
Because they got a taste of it. Dog, come on, man. You know
what they had the pass you brought up, Ted White. We talked about that. It ain't like all of a sudden it took 60 years for Howard to get here.
Listen, I sometimes you just gotta step into something to experience, to be like, okay, yeah, this is what I want to be. This is where we want to be at. This is what we want to strive for. And they're there now. Like, they're there now. And you gotta, at some point in time, you gotta give them credit for wanting to be there at some point. And now we're here now. You know, you're looking for a nigga here now, right? So they here now.
I don't know if they want to be nigga though.
So we'll see what
they want to be Negro. They don't want to be the nigga, they the Negro. You know, so it's a little different.
We will see with the hire. I think with the hire, we'll let you know if they're serious about taking it to another level. I wish I would have asked E this, and E can answer the question. Is the position open for a white man?
I don't wait.
That's the real question. Is it open? E, if you in the chat, would love to hear your. Is the job open to a white individual?
And that Howard named after a white man, ain't it?
I'm just saying.
And if it goes in a higher direction, like what Hampton just did, what does that fit Howard? With a guy who is
no, hell no.
And why not?
Hell no. If no way you can do what Hampton did at Howard. If you did that, you'd be like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, you know, we just did that hire. We just did that with Larry Scott, literally.
But didn't she just say he left the program better than he found?
But it didn't take him to the heights that it didn't really bring all of everything that they wanted with him. I think if possible, I think you go steal somebody from another program. If not, then you got to go find a guy that is invigorating.
Matt Leone.
You got to go find somebody that's invigorating.
You don't see Matt Leone. If we're gonna say a white guy, does he fit the bill for this job?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Since you brought up a white guy, I mean, that was the first white guy popped in my mind of a Matt Leone. Like, hey, there's an opportunity if you want to be a head coach on this level. And I don't see him, especially if you're saying we got these resources. You can't tell a white man you got resources, they signing up today.
So you got resources.
Hey, white folks love resources. Look, you tell a white man you got resources, he like, hey, sign me up. Shit.
Listen, if there's one school I think deserves a celebrity, It's Howard. It's
But
Howard, man.
Academic, what she's saying, she talking this 4-year get your degree, and I'm like, does that translate to success with a football program? Maybe 10 years ago, yes. That's how Dawson Odoms built Southern up dealing with APR, right? I got to go recruit the smart guys. That's going to be the walk-ons. They're going to be 4-year guys. We're going to develop them up, and they're going to be in this program, and that's just it is what it is. That ain't the game these days, though. Coach Jackson just said, Jermaine Jackson at the Celebration Bowl press conference, when they asked him about turning a roster with 70 guys, he said, man, in this day and age, if you ain't turning a roster, shit, what are you doing? You most likely not going to get here. So I'm just asking what fits Howard, because that 4-year degree, I get it. The student before the athlete. But that don't fit the world of college football right now. In order, if you want to be successful, you're going to have a lot of rotating doors. If you want that success, like you're saying, you're going to have to be open to that rotating door and realize these guys most likely not going to be here for 4 years to get that degree. Especially if they have some success at Howard. You don't think they're going to jump out and go somewhere else? You talking about they're gonna be set for life? Shit, if they can get some money and go somewhere else, they set. Period. At least for the moment, time being.
We shall see. I think we're gonna keep going in circles because of just the simple fact of there's so many ways that they can go about this. But I do believe that however Howard decides to make this transition and move lets you know how serious they are about football. And I think they should go with a guy who's been a head coach before that can build it. But if not, you just gotta hit. It has to hit. You have to find a guy that I know that it sounds easy. It's not. Like you gotta hit a guy. Yeah, but
you going with Dr. Alvin Parker. That sounds like
I think Dr. Alvin Parker gives them an identity. But if I was taking, because I don't like the style of ball that Alvin Parker does, I would go Henry Frazier. I think you go get Henry Frazier. You put Henry Frazier in that role. I'll give you my top 3. Henry Frazier, KJ Black, because with KJ, you're going to get the young, vigorating, probably comes in, talks some big shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we're going to throw this thing around the yard. We're going to do whatever we need to do to win. I think that would be a great, been a part of some winning programs, been into the NFL. You know, I think that would be a great play. Henry Frazier, KJ Black, Dr. Alvin Parker, those would be my top 3. That would be my top 3. I think, and I'm with Josh on that. I think if you go to KJ Black and you tell KJ Black, hey man, like this is you. This is your oyster. You can build it whatever, how you want to build it, and they give him the resources behind it. I think he puts together a damn good squad. I really believe he does. It will come down to his staff. Offensively, I'm not worried about KJ. Defensively, what does it look like? What are you running? Who do you bring in as your defensive coordinator? You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm KJ Black, I'll probably go get Terenzo Quinn.
Now you go get I just asked you about him.
I wouldn't do Terenzo Quinn as a head coach. I would go get Terenzo Quinn and bring him over with me to the Howard and to the MEAC side.
Does he leave
and I'm telling Terenzo,
Howard?
I'm telling Terenzo, we only got to win 5 games, Terenzo. We only got to win 5. See, that's the beauty of the MEAC. The out of conference shit don't mean nothing. We only got to win 5 games. That's it. You can go 5-6 and be the MEAC champ.
And that's why I'm confused at. I'm confused at that. I mean, I don't know. This is Howard is a different spot right now. I never really put a spotlight on him. This is probably the biggest spotlight I've seen with a coaching open, but it's like, it's a question mark that we simply, you know that mystery by Mario Kart when you're driving? And you hit that mystery and they got that question mark. You don't know what you're going to get. You know what I'm talking about? That's what Howard is. I just don't know what we're going to get with Howard. I hear the expectation of what they want. They're gonna have to show me though. Would you say this is a crucial point for them?
Absolutely. I think it is a crucial point. I think it shows you how serious you're really about to take football and how much you're going to put behind whatever head coach you, because again, you can't, yes, you can not like somebody, but you still gotta give them what they need to be successful, right? You still got to go about your way to give them what they need to be successful. So when they're not successful, it's like, hey man, we done gave you everything possible. You just dropped the ball.
And I mean, what you got on the screen right now is showing what I'm saying about Howard.
Commitment. This is nothing to Howard.
That's what I'm saying. Like, show me Howard, because I'm not saying because we hired Marshall Faulk, but the money talk more than you talking to me.
Okay, so let's play the role, right? If I'm KJ Black, you have to give me a staff of Tremaine Jackson at Prairie View. He has 16 Bamas on staff, right? 16 Bamas on staff. You know why he needs 16? Because 4 or 5 of them are just scouting the portal. And when if you're playing the role that Howard is, and the high academic standards, I need more people to be on staff because they have to watch the portal for me and get high academic kids to come to play at Howard. So I need more people on staff to do that during the season, because again, I only got one portal to hit. So if I'm KJ Black, if I'm Henry Frazier, if I'm Alvin Parker, whoever I am, I'm saying I need 16 to 20 people on staff. Well,
they need to be in this realm right here. If this is where they want to go, and I'm not saying with the Marshall Faulk hire, I'm saying with those dollar signs, with them zeros behind it. That's where Howard needs to be. If the money is really that great and it's flowing that good and it's growing off the money tree for them to be able to do what they feel they want when it comes to their program, they're going to have to make a significant investment, just like what we see right here. Now, I hear all the money talk about Howard, but shit, Southern got money too, clearly, and we're willing to play with it. Clearly, we just fired 2 coaches, paying them out. That's money, right? Now we're willing to make this type of investment. That's what I'm saying. I hear the money talk at Howard, but this is showing you the money.
Yeah, I get you.
Jerry Maguire, what he say? Show me the money.
Show me the money.
Show me the money. So that's what I'm saying for Howard. That's why I don't know. Show me the money. Like Southern, like, hey, fuck it. Here we go. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you.
Told you.
You're going to have to show me. You're going to have to show me. Show me the money.
It's Howard. They're not going to show you nothing. It's private.
But I'm saying when you show me, it's going to have to show me in the fact of, like, look what Southern's saying right now. Look what we're willing to invest. Whether you put it out there in the public or not, hey, I know when a nigga got money without being flagged. You like, hey, look, dude, kid. You know money when you see money.
Hey, what's that? Nigga, I know you got it. I see you shining, nigga. What's that on what's that movie with my guy Pfeiffer? When he's like, if anybody, nigga, I want some murder shit beat. If anybody sees
Paid in full.
Paid in full.
That's when they kidnapped his little brother.
Yeah, so he was like, you got some money? He's like, I'm broke. He's like, nigga, I see you over there shining, nigga. I see you. That's that. That's funny. All right, let's get into it. Before I let P say a goddamn thing, right? Listen, yeah, I'm on that. I'm texting P like, oh, I'm a champ.
Let me tell the damn story, because this nigga here ain't gonna tell it. He trying to water it down for you. Oh yeah, I text P and I texted him and said I'm a champ. No, y'all, this nigga was arrogant. When it was 21-0, I get a text like, look like I am the champ this year. Hey, and I'm talking about he just hit me up. I'm like, God damn, Scotty. So what did I do? I didn't respond back.
You didn't say nothing.
But then when it got tied up, what I sent you?
Eye emoji.
And what else?
Not so fast.
Go look at it.
Let me see.
I'm telling y'all, this dude here, he thought he had it in the bag.
I had it. Oh, nigga. Oh my God, I was pissed.
I know you was. And literally, I will say this. This game, literally, the way that it ended, this whole game was you and me this entire season.
Yeah.
When it looked like at one time you was going to take off on me, I got back in. Then it looked like at the end of the year, we didn't know how it was going to go. And then it literally came. I won off a goddamn 2-point conversion.
That's
you heard?
Crazy. That's crazy.
I know that's crazy. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay. You just should have just been a little bit more like you wait until the clock hit 0 next time.
Nah, I was geeked.
Hey, y'all, it was 21-0. He was doing the Diddy dance. Hey, he thought it was over. I bet you was showing out in that damn suite, weren't you? That's exactly what I said. What he say? Looks like I'm the champ this year. Hey, you got it. Hey, you got it. And it flipped on you quick.
Dog.
Did you think about me when he got 21-21?
Dog, I was pissed. I was like, I wish I could rescind that message.
Too late. Got it. I said, all right. Boy, I just sit there and watch it. I was calm like Tremaine. I'm just looking at the game. Just 21-21. Oh, shit. We back in it. Next time, wait till the clock hits 0, Scotty. See, you celebrated too early, coach. You thought you told them the game was over, coach. You had them looking at the scoreboard, coach. Don't look at the scoreboard. Keep playing. That's where you messed up at. You looked at the scoreboard. You counted your opponent out. I got to talk to you today. I appreciate you, too. What a way to end the season, right? Not only for you and I, but for the Celebration Bowl between Prairie View and South Carolina State. The Celebration Bowl, baby, Black College National Champion. And guess what? South Carolina State is now the Black College National Champion. But I tell Prairie View fans, do not feel sad about this one. You are headed in the right direction with the right guys steering the ship in the right direction. Jermaine Jackson is the real deal. And for you guys to get here in year one at the rate that you did by losing by a controversial 2-point conversion, all I can say now is pour into your program. We're talking about it with Southern. We're talking about it with Howard. Pour into your program. This man has shown you now it's time to pour into your program because you're right there. Now, if you want to stay there, you're going to have to put more into the program. 40-38 and 4 overtimes was the final in this one. And South Carolina State won their 10th game of the season, and they hosted up the Black College National Champion in terms of the Celebration Bowl trophy. Let's talk about this game. Prairie View, 21 first downs, 6 of 14 on third downs, 491 yards of offense when this is Scotty. And early on in this game, Cam Peters had it rolling. 436 yards passing, 55 yards rushing. How about South Carolina State's defense holding Prairie View on the rushing side? 1 turnover for Prairie View in this game by way of a fumble. On the other side for the Bulldogs, 22 first downs, 9 of 19 on third downs, 357 yards of offense, 279 in the air, 78 on the ground. They also had a turnover in this ball game for South Carolina State, which was an interception. All right, William Atkins starts this game, right? He's the guy that's coming in. He's pretty much solidified the starting position at the quarterback spot and gets them here, but he gets injured. But he goes out of the game 7-9 for 45 yards. But here comes the backup, Ryan Stubblefield, Scotty. And I've said this all year. Something about this kid that I liked, and I liked him last year. He comes in 15 of 29 for 234 yards, 2 touchdowns, along with an interception on the ground. Also 11 carries for 11 yards and a touchdown. Jordan Smith was all over the place, basically. Whether it was carrying through those jet sweeps or down the field receiving, he had 5 carries for 28 yards and a touchdown, along with 9 receptions for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. Cameron Peters was solid. 24-36 for 412 yards passing.
Solid. That was freaking amazing. Solid.
That's solid. That's solid.
Solid. That's amazing. I don't know what solid mean to you. That was amazing. No picks, 4 touchdowns.
Amazing would have been getting in the end zone to win it. Solid.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. I know the whole thing was crazy from you texting me, from them going up 21-0 to them losing. The whole thing was crazy if you Prairie View. But at the end of the day, the turning point in this game was on a turnover. and it got South Carolina State the ball, almost scooped and scored, and from there the momentum shifted. Now, for me, when I saw Ryan Stubblefield come in the second quarter, you could tell he had to get into his groove. But once he got into his groove in the second half, oh man, it was all Ryan Stubblefield. Now, I got to ask you, special teams was big in this game. It wasn't just offense and defense, but special teams played a huge part in this game. For you, your thoughts when you, no, come on, look at me, because you feeling me. Special teams was a deciding factor in this game. And for you looking at special teams.
38-yard tip, the hold is good. It's up, and he missed it. Oh, my, off the mark, and we keep on going.
You had that on
38-yard tip, the hold is good. It's up, and
dog, if I was a Prairie View fan, I would just drink to this. Like,
now, just a week ago, he was damn near the MVP of the SWAC championship game.
Jesus Christ.
Just a week ago, he was damn near the MVP of the SWAC championship game. Talk to me.
Okay, and I said this earlier. I'm not people. Do I believe that Prairie View got conservative? Yes, I do, and I hate it. But they've been a conservative team all year. They always been. We'll just do whatever we need to do to win the game. I don't know what it is about these goddamn reverses that this offensive. He did it last week against Jackson. It didn't go well. It took him out of scoring range in the Jackson game.
Got caught in the backfield.
Got caught in the backfield again. And it allowed Jackson to get back into that game because they stopped him, they punt, and they went and scored a touchdown.
It works until you play against defenses who have speed as well. They can do it against UAPB. They can do that against Mississippi Valley. But then when you get up against the Jacksons and the South Carolina States, whose defense has speed and stack, your speed ain't as fast as you thought it was anymore.
A reverse up 21 is not conservative. It's getting cute. And he gets cute at the wrong. He always does it at the wrong time. It's like, why are you trying to get cute? Like, if you want to be on your own 25 or 20 and you do a reverse there, okay, cool. If you get stopped, whatever, you're still in field goal range. Why you would do a reverse on your own 35 when you're up 21-0? That's just being cute. You're trying to be cute, and it was no need to be cute. That first half of football, you could not ask anything better of Prairie View's. They look like South Carolina State shouldn't even been on the field with these boys.
And it really could have been 24-0 if he didn't miss that first field goal.
If he didn't miss the first field goal, which was a short field goal at that. It was like another 28 or 30-yard field goal. It just.
Does that reverse put you back in the mind to the week before when he went forward on fourth down?
No, I'm cool with that. No, I'm cool with that. Right? I'm cool with that. My issue is just you're getting. I didn't understand the reason to get cute. And my thing is, once Stubblefield got going, they waited to double Smith late. Like, you got to take something away to make this kid beat you, because now he's just hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now he's just running around like Patrick Mahomes out here, just looking like Cordell Stewart. He's just doing whatever he wants. They could not get off the field. 3rd and 15, 4th and 16. Like, those aren't supposed to be converted. And what the funny thing is to me is the same thing that Prairie View did to Jackson is the same thing South Carolina State did to Prairie View coming down.
That 4th and 15 conversion, oh my God. The way he stepped up and ran and on the run, oh my God. Hey, and for real, looking at Stubblefield as a quarterback, bro, he was dropping some dimes out there. He was dropping some dimes. There was a couple plays, couple passes he had. I was like, that's a rope. He was dropping it. But that 4th and 15 conversion, Jesus.
Crazy.
Oh.
Crazy. I mean, like, come on, man. 4th and 15, and he go and you let him go to the guy. Like, you beat me with somebody else. That's like FAMU throwing to Xavier Smith 20 times and nobody decides to double him. Like, it's like, oh, we just gonna let him do whatever he wants, huh? You're just gonna let them do whatever you want. Because again, in those situations, I'll give you the short shit. I'll give you that. Let them run. Let them run. If we can't rally 15 yards to make a tackle, we didn't deserve to win. I didn't understand it, man. I did not understand it. And again, Prairie View fans can say whatever they want about the number one defense. I didn't see it in the second half. To allow somebody to put 40 points on you in the second half? The second half is crazy. Absolutely crazy. To me, I didn't even care about the touchdown. I didn't even that's not where the game was lost for me. The game was lost right here. I'm sorry. This is game over.
38-yard tip, the hold is good. It's up and he missed. 8-yard tip,
put
the
the
hold
ball
is good. It's up.
God damn it, he put it on the cricket. He put it on the cricket.
You walk away with a prediction championship, and they walk away with a Celebration Bowl championship right here.
He put it on the goddamn cricket. You can't get it anymore in the middle.
Somebody made a point. Didn't he miss it against Bama State?
He did miss it against Bama State.
And that what killed him in that game?
It was, I think he missed 2 field goals there, if I'm not mistaken. I think the one at Bama State was like 48 or something. It was a long field goal, though. It was like 45, 48 yards. This one, come on, man. Come on, man.
This one was for the win. This one had him right here.
Dog, I mean, how do you miss this?
38-yard tip, the hold.
I mean, God,
is good.
Look how
you know that AC be blowing in them domes, man. Maybe that wind from the A. You know, the air was, it ain't a lot of people in there, so you know the air was extra blowy. You know, there wasn't a lot of people to soak up the air, so the air had hit it a little bit, Scotty. Yeah, no, the air hit it a little bit. It got up there and it hit the air, and the air just, you know, boom.
All I'm gonna say is the two things that killed South Carolina, Prairie View in this game is you need a punter. They could never. The reason they got 21 unanswered and so fast is because they couldn't flip the field. The punter couldn't flip the field. They would go run, pass, stopped. He punt, the ball get to the 45. They return it to the 50. And now they're playing at the 50-yard line, then they go score again. And again, there's a point to be made. And this is the thing I kept saying to Lionel. You can't say you have the number one defense, but when shit gets tough, they don't step up. They don't step up. When shit gets tough, they don't. When you gotta make a stop, they couldn't make a stop. I need
that 4th and 15, bro.
I need people to understand what I'm saying. When people said this team did not look like the number one defense, it's because when you needed to get a stop, you could not get a stop. And I said this about the Jackson and Prairie View game. I said, if Jackson State's defense wasn't as good as it was, that is a blowout. It is 35-10. But because Jackson State's defense is as good as it was, and they couldn't get any offensive production until late, that's why the game was as close as it was.
And I had this conversation with some people from Jackson. Going back to that SWAC championship game, a lot of people felt like Morgan shouldn't have played in that game early on. And if you give Lockhart those first 3 to 4 possessions,
it's a different game probably. But again,
Prairie View won, but that was just from the conversation that I was having. That was their frustration looking back at that game.
You know what a great defense does? I want to be very clear. See, I'm telling you right now, PV fans, y'all can feel whatever you feel. You can say whatever you want to say. A great defense, when you get those 3, they come out with 3 field goals. The score looks real different, P, if it's 9-21 or 13-21 than 21-21. You get what I'm saying? But that's what great defenses do. They don't allow you to get touchdowns. They'll give you the field goal and we'll move on. But if you're great, if your defense is great, they don't come out with 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns. That does not happen if your defense is great. That is my issue with people saying, oh, they're the number one this and they're the number one that. I didn't see it when it mattered the most. In the biggest game, I didn't see it. You let somebody put 40 on you in the second half. That's crazy.
It hurts. I know. It hurts. More importantly, it hurts even more for you. I get it. I got you. I get it. I like, hey, when I started seeing South Carolina State being successful with them jet sweeps, I said, oh, shit. Here we go. My type of ball. But, man, this, at the end of the day, regardless of the fact, this was a great game. It could have went either way. I get it. Everybody's looking at the fact Prairie View was up 21-0 and should have been 24-0. But it's the game of football. Remember that South Carolina State, North Carolina Central game when it looked like South Carolina State had that one in the bag? North Carolina Central battled back and got back in it and ultimately took the lead. This is football. It ain't never over till it's over. But this was a great game, and at the end of the day, we ain't even talked about this. Was it a touchdown or not? Now, I saw Willie Simmons make a post, and he put out there, you know, the rhetoric of what this is at the end of the day on why it was called the way that it was called. But for you and the people out there, honestly, was it a touchdown or not, in your opinion?
That rule doesn't make any sense to me. How there's an imaginary line that goes behind the pylon, that I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Because at this point, what's the point of the pylon?
What's the point of the pylon? What is the point of the pylon? If behind the pylon is an imaginary line that goes all the way around the world, and as long as you cross it, it's a touch. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I was always under the assumption, and even by being an
official, you a rap, yeah.
And I need to brush up, I guess. You know, I have to do better at understanding. I thought that's why guys reach out in front of the pylon as they going out of bounds instead of just reaching out. It don't matter if it's out of bounds or not, right?
I don't
right? And then how, you know, regardless of the fact you've always known the game of football.
That's how, because I know if you touch the pylon, it's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
If you touch the inside of the pylon, it's a touchdown.
I never saw a guy trying to dive and it was behind the pylon.
It's still considered a touchdown. That's crazy to me. I just logically that doesn't make sense. Because again, like you said, then there will be no point of the pylon. What the fuck is the pylon there for?
Decoration.
Oh my God.
This was a Sun Belt crew too. You know, so we can't be like, oh, it was the swag. You know them damn swag. Hey, you realize, hey, you're gonna be mad. They came from the other side of the tracks, all right? But it was tough. And I don't understand with this type of game with the Sky Cam, man, that thing should have been directly over. Right? It should have been directly over because from the different angles, now one angle it looked like it was kind of, but when he kind of reached out, he reached with the hand with his left hand that didn't have the ball in it.
I'm trying to find the rule. Let me see how far is the vertical line for a touchdown? It says right here in college. I'll bring it up. Where am I at? Here we go. It says, let me squeeze this down.
What was the question that you asked it?
I said, college football rules on touchdown line and the pylon. How far is the vertical line for the touchdown? It says in college football, a touchdown is scored when the ball breaks the imaginary vertical plane of the goal line, and the pylon marks the corner of this plane, extending out of bounds. If the ball player in possession touches the pylon, it's a touchdown because the pylon signifies the whoa. Okay, hold up. It says if the baller player in possession touches the pylon, it's a touchdown because the pylon signifies the end of the goal line's plane, meaning it is always in the end zone, making it a score. The vertical line for a touchdown is this invisible plane, not a physical mark, and the pylon confirms if the ball went past it, out of bounds. I gotta.
Well, when you use invisible and imaginary shit, you can make that up.
Yeah.
Those two key words right there tell you everything you need to know.
All right, here we go. The goal line logically continues out past the sideline to the pylon and beyond, allowing a touchdown if a player is in possession, breaks the plane with the ball, even if they stepped out of bounds first, provided they touched the pylon with the ball or their body while in bounds before it went out, essentially treating the pylon as the corner of the end zone for scoring. If a player steps out of bounds before reaching the pylon area, the ball is dead where they stepped out, not a score. But if they reach the pylon and the ball breaks the extended plane, often by hitting the pylon, it is a touchdown. He never touched the pylon.
He touched it with his hand without the ball. Can you pull the play up? Can you pull it? You got it? Okay. I think this is going to probably be in the officials' world. This ought to be put out there. This is one of those when you do those off-season camps and you having discussions because, hey, you learn shit every time. I mean, something comes up because how often have you ever seen this? I don't think I've ever seen this in a game. Have you?
Hold on. It says a common way to confirm this is if a player's hand carrying the ball or another body part touches the pylon itself, and at that instant, the ball is, it has to be beyond the. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm asking you, have you ever seen an instance in a game of this magnitude? Like, have you ever seen this type of play before?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either.
I haven't. To this magnitude for the, just everything surrounding it, I don't. I didn't. Again, it didn't come down to that. I'm just being, it just didn't come down to that for me. Goal line extended kicks over. I just, to me, I like they need to have this in your referee book.
And that's the thing why it always evolves, why you always every year you put out a new handbook, because there's always going to be something that comes up, and then when we're at camps and we're having discussions and we're watching film and we're going over these things, it's going to be something that somebody's going to say, hey, what is this? Have you seen this before? And if you see it, how would you interpret it? Because, hey, on some levels, you're not going to have that replay. So how do you interpret this? And this is something that I think as the game evolves and you constantly evolving with officiating, that I think this is something you have to circle and have conversations so everybody can have an understanding moving forward, because I interpreted this another type of way. And I guess maybe in my interpretation, I'm wrong, and I don't have a problem admitting I was wrong, but with the imaginary line on the opposite side of the pylon, right? So if the pylon's on the right side of the field, on the right hash of the field, and I reach out to the pylon or get around the pylon, but I'm on the right side of the pylon, which is the out of bounds, that's still considered a touchdown, is what it's saying? Is that how they're interpreting that?
If a player is on the outside of the pylon, is it a touchdown? Yes, if a player is on the outside of the pylon, but the ball in their possession breaks the vertical plane of the goal line, including touching the pylon itself, it is a touchdown. As the pylon is considered part of the end zone for scoring purposes, even though it's technically out of bounds for the player touching it, the key is the ball crossing the plane, not necessarily the player's entire body being in bounds.
How many people out there knew that? That's why we learned something in this game. Everybody can act like they gurus. Shit, when that happened, I mean, literally, I interpreted that wrong, which is why you learn all the time. I learned something with this one.
Outside of the pylon, a touchdown. Yeah, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. Great effort. Hey, again,
as football fans, we learned something right there. And
it didn't come down to that. That's my whole thing. That's what I'm pissed off at. It shouldn't have came down to that.
So you think this, just simply for you, this thing should have been over with when it was over with?
It should have been over at the field goal. It should have been over at the field goal.
Where my ribbon, nigga? Where is my ribbon? I'm your 2025 champ, back to back celebration ball. I got a dynasty I'm building here, fellas, people.
I'm not going to let you rage bait me next year.
I got no rage bait. What a way to get back in this one. I'm the champ 2 years in a row. I'm a champ. Hey, good effort though, Scotty. One game, well, I'm not gonna say one game was the deciding factor. You should have been had this one.
You rage baited me. Yeah, you rage baited me.
You should have been got, but hey, I played them X's and O's on your ass. I got back in here.
Yeah, you rage baited me.
Let's go.
I got you. I got you next year. I got you next year.
You got me next year?
I got you next year.
You said that last year.
I didn't. It didn't register to me, but I got it. I got it this year. All right, here's the top 5.
Oh man, my HBCU top 5. Hey, final ranking. Let's look at it. Delaware State had a phenomenal year. They came up just short in the MEAC championship against South Carolina State. But I think in the first year of Deshaun Jackson, you got to say, man, hats off to the work that guy and his team did to be able to have the success that they had this year. One of the top rushing offenses in the country, and they handled themselves when it came to the MEAC conference. Congratulations to them. Let's go to number 4, Alabama State. For me, they're the number 4 team. They were at home with 10 wins. I know a lot of people hated to see it, but with such a great season, they just didn't win the game that mattered, and that was against Jackson State. And unfortunately for them, with all the success they had this year, no postseason for Eddie Robinson and Alabama State. And I hated to see it from my man, Andrew Body, but unfortunately, it was one game. You see that 7-1. It was that one that held them out of postseason. Now, the next 3 teams that's above all went to postseason, starting with Jackson State, who beat Alabama State and won the SWAC East. Shout out to Jackson State for the success that they had this year. Once again, they held a SWAC championship. They won yet another SWAC East division title. And with all the up and down that they've had this year, they found ways to win and once again hold on to a SWAC East division title. Now coming in at number 2, the team that beat Jackson State, right? Prairie View A&M, first-year coach Tremaine Jackson within this conference. Success, 10 wins, played for a national championship for the first time since the 60s. 7-1, their one loss was to number 4 Alabama State. But I think if you Prairie View fans, you got to get behind Tremaine Jackson. The energy that he gave you this year, he talked it and he bagged it up. And for that, you have to get behind him. I don't know what kind of campaigns y'all got to do over in Pantherland, but you better do it quick, fast, and in a hurry. In Pantherland to help this man be successful, whether that's buying season tickets, whether that's putting into the NIL, whether that's supporting with whatever way. This man has shown you he's a proven winner in year 1. He's done something great by taking you to the Celebration Bowl, which you came up 2 points shy against the team I got number 1 as we finish the season. That's Chennis Berry, who, first of all, has not lost a conference game in the MEAC conference since he's been a head coach. Back-to-back coach of the year. Boo. And not only that,
shouldn't have got that either.
To the Celebration Bowl. Scotty gonna keep hating, but I'll let you shine when you shine. But at the end of the day, Chennis Berry pointed to the skies. I know he prayed like hell at halftime, and his prayers was answered. The Lord pulled them through, and they are now the Black College National Champions and the Celebration Bowl champions in 2025. So Here's my final one for the 2025 season. All of these teams, hats off to you. Great season. Number 5, Delaware State. Number 4, Alabama State. Number 3, Jackson State. Number 2, Prairie View A&M. And number 1, the Black College National Champions and Celebration Bowl champions, the South Carolina State Bulldogs. Go Dogs. That's what they told me to say. Go Dogs.
Okay. Let me give you a real top 5 because I don't know what he's talking about. Delaware State top 5. You already know that Deshaun Jackson had an amazing year. Did his thing, 8-4. Came up short in the last game of the season against the Celebration Bowl champs. Coming in at number 4 is Jackson State. Had a great season. Got clipped at the end of the SWAC championship. They did their thing. Whatever. Prairie View's coming in at number 3. For me personally, I just couldn't put them over top of Alabama State because Alabama State whooped that ass. Prairie View beat Jackson, so that's how I look at it. Coming in at number 2, everybody done it again. Done it again. All right, 10-2. Most wins ever in Alabama State history, 7-1, and then South Carolina State's number 1 team. So,
just hated FanJu body, man. Came up short again. Damn. The fact this kid, as good as he is, never saw a SWAC championship.
It be like that. That.
This was peculiar. We don't see anybody with that type of success not touch a SWAC championship. This was a different situation right here. You know, with the impact type of player he was in this conference, impact players make it to championships. This was just real different for me to see this happen. It was just like, is it meant? I mean, goddamn. Just I go back to that Texas Southern with what 7 minutes against Alabama A&M.
Yeah.
Then if it don't get any more wilder than that, on the 2-yard line against Jackson State, like,
It be like that. I mean, ask Prairie View, 2-point conversion.
But they was there. Postseason.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah, I want
you. Thank you, them boys. Jerry Rice never won SWAC championship. Thank you. Thank you, them boys. Thank you so much.
Man, nigga gonna bring up Jerry Rice.
Thank you.
All right.
Like, I'm just saying, like,
Is that true?
He had like talented players.
I don't know.
He had like talented players win SWAC championship all the time.
But normally the talented quarterbacks get there is what I'm saying in this conference. You know, when we look around the conference, we say the best quarterbacks don't have, I mean, over the years past, haven't the best quarterbacks made it to the championship? It's been a while since I saw the offensive player of the year, typically the quarterback, not in the championship.
They usually have the best team.
Felix Harper. What's that?
They usually have the best team.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. What Bama State should have been like.
Their defense was bad.
I hate he never got to a championship. That's going to be the legacy when I look back like, damn, he never got to a championship. Even Kelton went to 2 ships. You know.
Did he win?
He went, is what I'm saying.
Did he
Andrew,
win?
I would have loved to see Andrew in them ships.
I'm just saying, like, you can go and still lose.
But you still want to go.
You get a participation trophy, like just like a ribbon, like I've been to a SWAC championship ribbon. Like, is that they make it? I'm just asking, like, did they make those ribbons and be like, hey, I went to a SWAC championship?
It's one thing about going and you winning your division. So to get there, that means you won your division.
See, I don't know. Because I look at
I'm just saying it's great to
take a bad Texas Southern team to the brink, to have Texas Southern at the brink of a SWAC championship. To me, that's what you ask an impact players to do, is put my team in a position to go win a championship, right? Like if my impact player goes down, I mean,
you looking at this Prairie View blowing this 21-point lead. What the fuck was Texas Southern doing that day in Huntsville? The game was in the hand. They must have sent that text like you. Sent that text, hey, we the West champs, baby. We got this.
It's different when your top player gets hurt. Like that's just like it's like to me. You don't have the depth of a lot of great teams that just like Jacoby and Morgan then have Zy McDonald come in and be like, SWAC, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got beat by a backup in your SWAC championship. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, there's not a lot of great teams that have depth like that at the quarterback position. But that's what makes great teams is that we got depth.
South Carolina State, backup quarterback.
You got depth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you even got to give it to Alabama State that they didn't lose a game after Andrew Body went down. Like, they got depth. So imagine if Texas Southern had a Tashawn Smoot to just close out the game. If you just close out the game, if you take 8 knees, you probably win.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
If you take 8 knees, you probably win, right? So it's just little things like that, man. But hey, I gotta get up out of here because my office is used for the baby, and I can't take calls today. I'm sorry, apologies. I want to say a couple things before we go. First of all, congratulations to Southern University's marching band for all you. Oh yeah, I did win band of the year. Yeah,
got your favorite band.
Yeah, Key was like
the best band.
I told Key about it. We got back from traveling. We passed out and we was knocked out. We woke up, was like, dang, we missed it. But go ahead. Shout out to
Southern University. Hey, my alma mater. Now, I don't care what y'all say, band, whatever. We actually started in the A and finished in the A. All right, it felt damn good. We beat the football team to host an upper championship. So, hey, like John Grant said to me, you won a national championship. So we gonna take that. We are the band of the year. I'm excited for that. We beat out FAMU. We beat your alma mater, your alumni. We got past this, got it. And I had a chance to see Willie Simmons at the Battle of the Bands as well and say what's up to him. But nonetheless, man, I have to give a big shout out to my man, Dr. Kedra Taylor, Cedric Todd, Kenny Collins, Will Young, my man, Lorenzo Hart, my man, Garrett Edgerson, all of the people at Southern University for what they did with hard work, because it's been an amazing year from a Super Bowl to an Emmy to a Band of the Year to all of these things.
On camera talent, shout out.
Oh, let's go there too. Not only just me, you. We did some things where HBCU Pass put out the poll. Now, I was kind of confused with category winner and
People's Choice.
I'm like, well, if I won the votes, I should have won. Like, I mean, so what's the other deciding factor?
Electoral college. Okay. Electoral college.
What are the other factors in this thing, man? I wanted to know, but at the end of the day, I want People's Choice for on-camera talent, so I appreciate it, and I love everybody that voted for me. My man Scotty won fan vote favorite.
Yeah, fan favorite.
So congratulations to you. And then Human Jukebox Media won Storyteller of the Year award. So to be a part of not only winning what I won, but to be a part of what you do here on Off Script, and to be a part of Human Jukebox Media, to be a part of the Southern University Marching Band of the Year, man. I'm just excited, man. That's a lot of good energy, and I appreciate not only you, the band, Human Jukebox Media, and anybody who allows me to come and work with you guys, man, just to be a part of award winnings all across the board. What they say,
he is an Emmy Award winner now.
Emmy Award winner. And hey, it's been a good year. I got an Emmy. I got 40 under 40 at Southern for the alumni. I got goddamn on-camera talent of the year.
Like you collecting them just like Thanos.
2025, baby.
You ain't got no. So what are you doing 2026, man? Emmy. Come on, man. Band of the Year. Everything.
I don't know, because I didn't plan on none of this happening this year. It just it fell into it, Got a chance. I went from a Super Bowl to the Band of the Year. God dog, man, it's just been a good year. But most of all, man, what I enjoy is being able to come on here, man, and have conversations with you, because let me tell you, in Atlanta, so many people. I'll tell you a funny story in a minute about nigga was asking about you. But everybody just surprised me when somebody say, man, I watched the show. I'm like, who, you? I said, we ain't too ignorant for you. They like, nah, we love that shit. Hey. So I really enjoy doing this with you, because for so many years, man, being in this space, I enjoy what you have created here, and just how you have brought the fans into it. And this is a national audience that you have. I don't know if I'm sure you know that. But it really gets me when I'm showing up, man, and I'm in Atlanta and people stop like, hey, bro, y'all niggas is crazy, bro. Like, hey, put me on the phone with your wife. Like, hey, my wife love y'all. She like, hey, I watch like all of that.
Yeah.
That make me feel good, man. And I enjoy it. And I want to tell everybody, regardless of who you are, man, at the end of the day, this is entertainment, but we want to keep you entertained. Scotty does. That's even when I'm not on here, but I'm just thankful for the opportunity to be able to do Outspoken with you, along with the other things. But this, most importantly, it just showed the love when I was walking around. People was just like, hey, man, I love what y'all do. And it just surprised me.
Yeah.
It be the people who I'm like, wait, you watch that?
Yeah.
Like, you like hearing me say nigga? Like, nigga, yeah.
It's like, you know what's funny, Pete? I hear all the time, people always say it's like a guilty pleasure, right? Like, I've talked to some administrations and some coaches, and they be like, man, that shit, they be like, Scotty, that shit's addicted. Like, it's like, I just got it. It's like, you be like, I shouldn't be watching, but god damn, I gotta watch. You know?
I gotta wait, man. You'll be surprised from, I mean, bro, it's just a testament to what you do, bro. You know, at the end of the day, it's nothing but love. We can agree to disagree. People can love you or hate you, but at the end of the day, I'm thankful, I'm supportive, because your platform has really helped me grow in terms of the other things that I do. And man, because of that, not only is it the platform that helped me grow, but it's just the communication between you and I, man, the friendship that goes along with this. So I'm very appreciative to this, man. And I want to say, for real, as we, you know, put a stamp on this season once again, I'm the champion. Let's just get that out the way.
Hey, man,
right?
we gotta get like a belt or something, man.
Yeah, we gotta get something.
We gotta get something. It can't just be like, I'm the champ. You know, you gotta do a belt or something. You'll figure it out.
You'll find a way to get it once you win. Watch.
Yeah.
Pass
it my way. Go ahead. We do keep it at my house. Go ahead. But go ahead.
But thank you, man, for what you do, and continue to do what you do, because who you are has changed the game within this space. And whether people agree or disagree, who you are is who you are. And like you just said, it's like a guilty pleasure. I know I shouldn't be watching, but I'm gonna watch this nigga.
I will watch these niggas. Hey, listen, man, I get the same thing, and you know, it's in all the shows that I do. When I'm in Jackson, they talk about the Mike Reed show. Or they talk about, man, I watch you in Perry. It's just great to be that kind of influential piece in this thing, right? So for me, when I won the fan vote, to me, that's the most important award to me. Right, because I'm touching the people, and that's what this platform is always and will always be about. It's about the people, and people think that it has to look or feel or be a certain way to get to be entertaining. I'm just like, hey, we just on here being us, right? We just being two black brothers having a good time talking some shit, letting people come on here talk their shit. You know what I'm saying, and have a good time, because again, there's no different than what Pat McAfee does, and he gets paid millions, right? Like he cuss MF all type of stuff, and nobody has anything, but they said he's a white man. But I'm like, come on, man. We have just as much fun. We have just as much entertainment factor. We have just as much value to give as anybody else, man. So I love doing this show, man. It ain't gonna stop. I'm always rocking with you, P. And goddamn it, I'm gonna win. You're not gonna rage bait me next year, okay? You're not gonna rage bait.
My NIL over here, we just fine. Hey, we doing good over here in this program. We hosting up the trophy once again. We doing all right over here. We're doing all right.
Well, you need to pass that trophy to Southern football team.
I'm trying. You see that? I'm trying. I'm trying. It's a wait and see now. But with the band got it, so I'll take it. You know, whoever can get it, I'll take it.
I'm gonna go back and watch the Band of the Year, Junk. I didn't get a chance to see it, but let me go, because Key about to kill me, because his baby got to go down, and he uses my office as his. If I turn this camera right, he got his whole career right in my office, like so. Hey, listen. Now he not in here, because if he was in here, I wouldn't be able to do the show because he would be crying. But she like, hey, and I told her it wasn't gonna be a long show because we were just doing a celebration bowl. So he's still up, you know what I'm saying? So she like, he need to go down. So, but my
bad. I'm gonna get out of here, Scotty. Get out of here.
Hey man, listen, guys, we appreciate it. Hey, when Howard makes this announcement, we'll probably come back on here and do some Outspoken. We'll hit or miss some stuff. We ain't, basketball season.
Them niggas don't care.
They don't care. Okay, so don't ask us to care, because y'all don't care. All right. Listen,
until next time. Southern women's basketball too.
Beat Arizona. Southern. Oh my God, Southern women's basketball. That man, listen. Hey, that coach is doing it. He doing it. Because you always said he had the toughest schedule. You said he scheduled one of the hardest schedules, but they've been absolutely doing amazing. So shout out to the Southern women basketball. But listen, until next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna holler. God bless.